All right. All right. All right. All right. I thought I'd do my Wednesday streaming started back up again because I haven't done it in a long time. I really just kind of stopped doing it, to be honest with you. But since I got nothing but time on my hand, I think I started back. I'm doing this on a Monday to introduce that I'm going to start back doing these little weekly Wednesday lunch streams that nobody watches, but it's okay. Mostly for me, anyway. So I made a post that I've done one video on about can you make 5K a month off a 50K investment? And this is wrong. It says 50K a week. It should be said 50K investment of 50K bankroll. Let's say bankroll. Off a 50K bankroll. And I said you can, of course. There was a whole bunch of feedback on it. And so what I decided to do was just try it, because I could be wrong. Just try it. And so I'll make this quick video about how I'm doing this via paper trading. So I'll get some feedback here. Something's not right. If you get feedback, you can hear it everywhere. So hopefully that stopped it. But anyway, so what I did was I have my Thinkorswim paper trade. If you're gonna trade at all, you really do need a paper trade account so you can practice. If I had 50K, I would do this because it should be done. So when I posted it, it says, when they say it takes money to make money, it's the most truthful saying ever. Everybody was cool with that. Then the part what got people triggered was, if I had 50K to play, I'd make 5K every month. Yeah, I get it. But what I did was, I went into my Thinkorswim, right? And I posted a video on it. So week one, and what I'm doing is selling options. That's it. I'm selling options. I call options selling medium risk. I mean, nothing comes with zero risk, but if you want to run a strategy that kind of eliminates or reduces the risk to me significantly, if you play it right, then running the wheel is it. And again, it's not sexy. What I call sexy is, you're not going to hear about somebody making $47,000 in 3 minutes running the wheel. It's just not going to happen. And then making that off of a $30 investment. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. What I did was, week one, I sold 9 put options, and I'm using Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade, and they give you this block of money, and I'm only using roughly 50,000 of it when I buy these options. So 9 options cost me, I think, like 51,000, something like that. And when I did it, I could have made $1,100, but I ran my mouth, and of course, it is up and down, and I only got like $9.94. I sold it early. Week one, I sold it early. I was able to sell that option pretty much the same week I bought it. So I sold it. I collected roughly what 70-80%. So instead of 9.9, I got 840. The same week one, which is covered me for week two, which is this week, April. What is it? April the 7th. Yeah, I think it's 7th through the 14th. So I sold one. Actually, it's the 10th through the 14th. So this first week, right? I sold this option after I bought it, and then turned around and opened another option. It's going to close this week. So that option, it closes on the 14th. That's when it expires. And I collect another $880. So for the month, right? For the month, I don't know how this video is gonna work out because I'm playing with this Yeti Blue something mouse. I mean microphone, and I don't know, the quality of it is supposed to be so good, but it's not. Any case, see 840 plus 840, what I collected, plus 880, $1,720. I already did about this right calculation. So I said $5,000 minus $5,000. I need to make another $3,280 in the next 2 weeks to say, yeah, this is possible. Now, to me, it's already possible. I mean, because even if I don't make $5,000, let's just say I've sold another 840, another 880. I didn't get called on these. I sold these and collected the money. Could have let them run to the prior worthless and collected the whole amount. So looks like I'm gonna do the same thing on. But I don't think it's TTD this week. I think it's Roku. I think this is Roku, but I will check here in a minute. So I'm probably going to be able to let Roku expire this week too. We'll see. So I could have let them expire and collected all of them, but I didn't. I closed them early, opened out another one. I may be able to close out this Roku. Update this. And I'm doing stocks, right? In this situation, when they say when you run options, you want to do it on stock that you wouldn't mind owning. And I really wouldn't want to own either one of these. Just to kind of prove a point. I kind of looked at these stocks, somewhat charted it to see, how far out the money they were, the strikes that I picked, and I just picked pretty much the furthest out the money strike for that week according to the chart, and it seems to work. Now, the market can go anywhere, especially now with this earnings season coming up. So there's no guarantee that you're gonna be able to do that again, but I still say, even with this volatility and craziness that's going on, you can still do this. You can do this. All right, so close the first week. I closed the cash secure put and open another one the same week. In the week two, which would be this Friday the 14th, I'm looking to possibly play PNC, but they got earnings coming up. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. They do have earnings coming up. It is on April the 14th. It's on Friday. So the thing about earnings is that prior to earnings, you can see all kinds of stuff happen. It might do this, it might do that. After earnings, do this, it might do that. It can do all kinds of stuff. Really don't like to play earnings, but doing this during that period, it also goes to prove that some of the comments people were saying is true because I'm not saying everybody who commented was triggered or bitter. They made some legitimate observations that one, when you paper trade versus real money, it's a big difference. I proved that to myself last week when I woke up and chose violence on my account, and ended up losing $200 on a stock that I didn't even have to do nothing with. But I did because I didn't want to end up owning, $5,700 of Roku. But you'll see on here, I'll show you, I kept Roku open in the paper trade because I didn't really ain't real money. When it came to real money, I seen it drop and I was like, I'm out. And I was out for no reason. So there's psychology that's legit. But with 50K, it might be a little worse, but I think you can get over it. I think you can get over it. And that was a learning experience. So that you're aware of that psychology and how it affects you. That real money and paper money, you think a little different. You think a lot different. So that's legit comment. But if I can do this PNC, I think that was my train of thought. If I can do PNC, even with it having this earnings call this Friday, don't know what it's going to be. But whatever it's going to be, right? I'm going to play it according to, what the market says. I'm going to play the PNC, probably a cash secured put, according to whatever it does. Friday or Monday or Tuesday, whatever it does. I'm going to play it accordingly. And if I don't play this, there's some other stocks I can play, but I want to play this. And the reason why I want to play it is because, and another thing too, some guys said that the market isn't a game. You don't play in it. I mean, yeah, I get that, but when I say play, I'm like, it's not like you're not taking it serious. Yeah, taking it serious. You got thousands of dollars on the line, but each one of these is a play. So I assume that was just somebody who really didn't quite understand the lingo of the market. A play. This is a play. Really, the shit is like gambling, so it's all a play. Pull the handle and see what happens. More of that. All right, so I'm looking at PNC. And I'm looking at it because it's possibly going to give me some decent premiums. So I can only play with $50,000. Looking at PNC, I can't use just what I see right now. Well, let's just say I played the $119 strike. I wanted to play the $119 strike. I'm way out there, right? That's $11,900 that you had to have on hold for each one of these that you open up. All right, so right now I collected, and this would play out until April 21st. April 21st. So, and also think about this. If you were doing this for real, you wouldn't have to be trying to sort of prove a point. I mean, you would play this according to, other parameters like, you want to make X dollars. You're not trying to make $5,000 proof point. You might only want to make $1,000, which you've already done. You cruise the rest of the month, but it's kind of proving the point that you can and can't do it. I'm on to proving the point not because people say you can do it, but because I want to know if you can do it. Because I believe you can. But I want to play out of the money. I want to try to get as much as I can, play out of the money, and hopefully not get assigned. If I do get a sign, hopefully the stock doesn't do something crazy because of earnings and dip way down or dip way up. That just messes you up. All right, so I'm going to say if I want to do the 119, just looking at this chart, I probably would look at some more charts. Let's see. So 119, that's like one of the lows here. So I want to get as much as I can to help me reach $5,000. I want to get as much as I can to help me reach 5,000. $3,280 is to close the 21st. That gives me what? That's like another week. Close out the month. Yeah, that close the 21st. You got 20. So let's just say I want to do 119. I want to sell 119. I can only use $50,000. So that's probably going to be what, maybe 4? Because it's what, 11,900. You got to have a whole 46,000. That's under 50,000. So I collect $1,357 for this trade. I couldn't squeeze another one in there. Maybe I could squeeze one more in there and do 5. If I could do 5 of them, let's see. 5 of them would be 50. Let's see, that's too much. 57,000. But if you had done this for a couple of weeks, you would have 57,000. You know what I'm saying? So you could probably risk that. And I do acknowledge the psychology behind putting $57,800 on the line to collect 1,600 or 1,700. It's real, but if you've been doing this and you've kind of played it and think of swim, you can kind of adjust accordingly. Because unless this stock goes, belly up, which being a bank stock is highly likely, it's possible, then the risk is minimal. But in any case, let's say if I want to play this. I collect my $1,696 for that week. Let's see, 3,200. What I did here, I was at 1720. 7 plus another 1696. I'm just gonna round it up. No, because you might not get 1696. We just go 1696. So $3,416. All right, you gotta, this last week, you gotta come up with $1,500. $1,500. And if you can flip this around and do it again, that's your $1,500. Just saying, you can't say it's not possible. You can't. The people that were in that chat were really like, there's no way you can do it. No way in the hell you can do it. You're an idiot. No way, moron, that you can sell by. You can do it. You can do it. And doing it in earnings season. Doing it when Fed is raising rates. So that's pretty much all I got to say. I think you could do it. I think if people did this, the people who came into this market with their $100,000 looking to day trade and get rich, if they would have did something like this, probably would have been able to stay in game. I'm just saying, find a strategy that's gonna, keep you in the game and make you some money versus you lose $50,000 in a day. That's just dumb, in my opinion. All right, so we'll see what happens here. I haven't done this yet. There's no guarantee that you can actually make 50. $5,000 off of 50. But theoretically, I've kind of shown that you can. You can do. Can do. So 1720 the first week. Potentially another 1700 this week, and I need to drop 1500 or 1600 this final week. Make 5,000. If you got 50K, damn it, you can do it. All right, peace.